Y'all, I'm chilling back here, cozy as fuck, getting unloaded, and I was just like having a moment. As you see, I was writing and my little notepad, just getting some vibes down or whatever, because I'm having a great morning. This morning has been eventful so far. I ran into traffic. This truck driver, I don't know how he crashed into the damn divider the way that he did, but he crashed into the divider. The truck was messed up. Felt bad. But yeah, traffic held me up and everything. It's raining, it's gloomy. All these conditions would normally make people miserable. And I find myself not being miserable, but instead enjoying it and reveling in the fact that everybody else is miserable but me. Because I have found the answer. I have found the way to life. And the way to life is to take joy in yourself regardless of what's going on around you. I take joy in myself because I don't take myself so seriously, and I don't take my job, I don't take my life and the happenings of life so seriously that I lose my zest for it. You get what I'm saying? I'm like a child at heart. I'm just so thankful to be here. I'm so thankful that I get to experience everything that I get to experience, even if it is the traffic jam, even if it is people screw facing me for no reason, even if it's people laughing at me because I'm taking too long to park my trailer. Whatever it is, I'm glad it's happening because I get to be here. And once you get into that space of just gratitude for life and gratitude to be you, specifically who you are. I'm glad to be specifically who I am. I'm glad to come up to have had the dysfunctional, mad, crazy family that I've had that made me, that molded me and shaped me into who I am, where no, I'm not perfect, but I am very funny. And I think the reason why I'm very funny is because I've experienced a lot of pain, which I've had to transform into my own personal light. And the way that I got around my pain was through humor and realizing that these things aren't so serious because it didn't kill me. And once I realized that these things didn't kill me and instead it gave me wisdom, but it also gave me humor about it, it makes me realize that life is not so bad. Like the things that people are so worried about, it's not that serious. Like you could be worried about paying your bills. Now you could be like, oh, I don't know where I'm gonna get my next paycheck. I don't know how I'm gonna afford this. I can't believe this, and feel bad about yourself. Or you could laugh at the fact that you're broke. Like, yo, you fucked up right. Like if it was me, I'd be like, yo, I'm fucked up right now, son. Like I'm really out here with no money. This don't make no sense, yo. I would have to laugh at myself. And the minute that you make that change in attitude and that change in your mental approach to the situation, the world, the universe opens up to you, because now you realize that the universe is playing with you and you have to play with it. You have to be in a playful mode. This life is a creative life. This life is not one that is just handed to you and now you just have to deal with whatever you're given. You get to co-create. You get to change and mold and shape, and it all begins with your mind and the way that you see things in your mind. And the most important thing, that the most important opinion you can have in your life is your opinion of yourself. So the way that you see yourself in all situations and in all things is what colors your life. So be easy on yourself, laugh at yourself and let it go, and forgive other people and give other people grace. We all need grace. We all need it because we all make mistakes. We're like a bunch of particles. You remember in science in like 5th grade when they show you the particles when it's like in a solid, when it's in a liquid and a gas, and how when the particles are in a gas it's like moving fast and bumping, and that's like how humans are. We're not here to harm each other. We bump into each other because that's just the nature of the business of life. So there are times when people are gonna rub you the wrong way. There are times when people are gonna leave you hanging. There are times when people are gonna disappoint you. That's a part of the process. But guess what? There's also times when people show up that you didn't expect. There's also times when people make you extremely happy. There's also times when people do more for you than maybe you felt like you deserve. So it all comes back around full circle. There's no reason to take everything so personally and feel down on yourself, because life is happening to you. Life is happening to all of us. It's supposed to. This is how it's supposed to go. There's no other way. There's no other way around it. You have to go through it. You have to go through life. So stop being so hard on yourself and stop being so hard on the people around you. Like, We're all fucking up. We're all fucking up. And we're all learning. And we're all correcting our mistakes. And we're all getting better. So stop. Stop it. Okay? Now, if you don't want to deal with certain people or certain situations, go. Just go. You're free. You can do this. You do this. And the moment that you realize you don't want to deal with a certain person or situation, and you have the courage to speak your truth and leave that situation and seek something better, the universe or God, whatever you want to call it, is going to open up to you, and it's going to give you what you want, because you finally had the truth in you to realize that this was not for you, and you genuinely wanted something else, and it came from your heart, it came from your soul, it came from a good place. So of course you're going to get it. Stop being so negative and so hopeless. Like, it's not that there's nothing against you. No one is against you. Okay? Kind of like how when I talk to people and they're like, oh, we're black, you know, like people who are pro-black and have this whole vicious mentality towards this, they're too strong about being black. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna be strong about being black. Now, y'all can come in my comments and say, well, it's because I'm light-skinned and I'm colorist. That's fine too, if that's what you believe. All right, cool. But the truth is, I am not black. I don't know what black is. I am a Jamaican. My mother and my father are Jamaicans. I'm an African descendant. My ancestors are African. But what black is, I don't know what that is. And the thing is, when instead of claiming black, you claim Jamaican, or you claim African, or you claim this, you have a tie to a culture. And within a culture, you always have answers for strength. You always have prayers for strength. You always have some kind of consciousness within the culture that is meant to elevate you. So when you say black, I don't know what black is, okay? So you have to start rejecting certain things that people are trying to put onto you that's not in alignment with the truth of who you really are. I am not black. I am Jamaican. I am an African descendant. I have a culture and I have a place where I belong, right? So you got to flip the script on people. You can't just take what people give you. Okay. What I'm sure, but the point is, stop victimizing your fucking self, okay? Because y'all doing it to yourself. I don't care what you say. I don't care what your problem is. You're doing it to yourself. If you're in a relationship with somebody who's not treating you right, you're doing it to yourself. Nobody putting a gun to your head. And if a nigga putting a gun to your head, that means that there was times before that when the red flags was coming up and your fucking ass stayed when you should have been leaving. So you did that to yourself at the end of the day, okay? All right? Y'all got to stop ignoring these flags. Stop ignoring the triggers that's coming up in your soul and your spirit and your gut. And start following your fucking instincts like how you're supposed to. The divine gave you the instincts. The divine is the instinct. And every time you ignore it, you get what you pay for. All right? Stop playing with yourselves. Stop playing with your life. Unless you're going to play with it the right way. If you're going to play with it the right way, not take it for granted, but if you're going to play with it from a space of love and creativity, that's a whole different thing. But playing with your life in the sense that you taking it for granted and you taking your own personal power for granted, and wasting your own time that you have here, remember, your ass gonna be gone from this. You ain't gonna get to exist in this way anymore after a certain point in time. If you want to waste this one time you got, go ahead. But I'm telling you,